So Destiny's out here, a white-presenting guy, musing about how black African-American men are the cultural gods white Americans can't stop worshipping.
Culture better than I do. There's got to be some like irony here of a black man complaining about this, because I remember in the mid 2000s there was a huge complaint about the feminization of white men. We called this the metrosexual movement, and a lot of it was borrowing from rappers who were wearing like a bunch of jewelry and shit. The idea, like, it's commonplace now. I guess it's funny because you guys don't even think about this. But back in my day, a guy having the ear pierced, that was some gay, like, why the f*** are you getting jewelry on as a guy? And I think a lot of that was popularized by kind of like rap culture, then it bled into, because the African-American black man is the most emulated cultural figure in the world right now, and was back then too. And then people started to borrow from that. Oh, well, if rappers are getting their ears pierced, and then we'll get our ears pierced, and we'll wear jewelry. And so it's kind of funny if, yeah.
For this is crazy. Look, why does he have ice cream and a snowboard? Like, that is not manly. Ain't nobody gonna be snowboarding with some ice cream. That don't even go together. That's not even right. You understand? Look at this man haircut. This is crazy. Look at it. He got a swoop. This is crazy. And then he got the haircut on the side and the swoop like the girls used to do back in the day when they went.
Okay, this is a popular misconception, all right? People do the same with hot chocolate. You can drink hot chocolate in the summer, and you can eat ice cream in the winter. Okay, haters.
In the club. This is crazy, and his hair gonna go back messed up. That's not Ken. That's Kanisha.
Back then, it depends on which ear the earring was on. It was pretty stupid. I mean, maybe for younger people, but for older people, like if your parents were boomers or old Gen Xers, all piercings were gay and not okay if you were a guy. They didn't care if it was the left ear or the right ear. That was like some younger where people were like, oh, as long as it's on the correct ear, like it's okay. But for older people, it's just men don't wear. I'm sure if we go watch like All in the Family or some older sitcoms or whatever, like they'll be complaining about their kids wearing jewelry and everything. I'll still never understand how black culture trauma blocked where pants sagging came from and what it represents. I don't know the answer to that. What is the answer to that? What do you think the halftime show that Kendrick was on? Was there a hidden message in there or nah? I don't give a f about anything having to do with sports ball or any of that, so I didn't watch it, haven't seen it. I hate halftime shows so much. I still haven't seen, I don't think, Janet Jackson's or whatever. I just don't give a f.
Something that I kept mentioning over and over again was how ridiculous.
Oh, he's going to trigger the f at me.
He's tossing us back to the mid-2000s, when white dudes suddenly decided jewelry and hair gel weren't crimes against manhood, and he's tying it all to rap culture bleeding into the mainstream. There's irony dripping from this, a white dude pointing at black men and going, "You're the blueprint and we're the copycats." And I'm cackling because it's like a twist ending in a buddy comedy. Let's break this down. Why black men are the pinnacle of cool, why white folks keep raiding their playbook, and why Destiny's take is a hilarious, self-aware mess that's still ringing true in 2025. Let's paint the picture. It's the mid-2000s, and I'm a pimply teen glued to MTV, back when it was music videos, not catfish marathons. Out of nowhere, every white guy in a Von Dutch hat is piercing his ear and rocking chains that could anchor a boat. Destiny's right, this was not normal before. If a dude had an earring in the 90s, the boomers were losing it. What's next, a skirt? It was all men don't wear bling energy, straight out of an All in the Family rerun where Archie's ranting about his kid's peace sign necklace. Then rap culture crashes in. Biggie, Tupac, Lil Wayne, and bling goes from taboo to must-have. White guys flipped from earrings are weird to I need a stud the size of a golf ball, faster than you can say, drop it like it's hot. Here's the kicker Destiny's poking at. He's a white-presenting dude watching his own demographic raid black culture's closet, and he's like, huh, we really did that. It's like if I invented tacos, and then everyone else opened a taqueria while I'm stuck eating Taco Bell. Black men have been the trendsetters, the rappers with the ice, the swagger, the whole package, and white America just strolled in like, nice, we'll borrow this. The trend chaser wave of the 2000s was peak evidence. Guys who'd never heard of Public Enemy suddenly sporting fades and frosted tips because P. Diddy made it look smooth. Destiny's chuckling at the absurdity, and I'm over here like, bro, it's a cultural heist and we're all accomplices. Why does this happen? It's bigger than earrings or low-riding pants, though we'll get to that chaos later. Black men, especially in America, have this legendary status in the pop culture pantheon. They're the cool kids who set the rhythm while everyone else trips over their laces trying to dance. Sports, music, fashion, pick a lane and there's a black dude dominating it, making it look effortless. Michael Jordan soaring through the air, Nas spitting poetry, Pharrell turning a trucker hat into high fashion. White America sees that and goes, I need that energy. like it's a Black Friday sale and Swagger's 50% off. Destiny's clocking it from the sidelines, a white-presenting guy marveling at how black men became the compass for cool. Let's frame this like a blockbuster, because analogies are my lifeblood. Black men are the action stars, the Jason Stathams of culture, kicking down doors and dropping one-liners while the beat slaps. White dudes, they're the extras who saw the stunt reel and thought, I can do a barrel roll too, only to crash into the prop table. The trend chaser era was peak extra vibes, borrowing the jewelry, the attitude, the whole look, but missing the depth. Destiny's like, you don't even get how big this is, and he's spot on. It's so baked into the system now that a white dude with a chain or a taper fade doesn't raise an eyebrow. Back then, it was a seismic shift, and rap was the fault line. Let's dive into the trend chaser thing, because Destiny's throwback is pure gold. This was the Queer Eye era, when straight bros were learning words like serum and buying jeans tighter than their high school dreams. White men were softened, or so the old guard whined, because they swapped cargo shorts for fitted tees and cared about their eyebrows. But Destiny's dropping the twist. A lot of that flair came from black culture. Rappers were the original showmen, platinum chains, grills, outfits that screamed, look at me. White dudes saw that and thought, maybe I don't have to live in a flannel cocoon forever. It's funny because the same boomers who hated piercings were probably bumping out Cast in their garages, clueless that they were feeding the pipeline. And the irony? It's thick. Destiny's a white-presenting guy going, we jacked this from them and then complained about it. It's like if I borrowed your bike, then griped that the tires were too round. Black men built this archetype, the bold, flashy, take-no-crap king, and white America's been doing a budget cosplay ever since. Trend chasers were the rough draft. By 2025, it's morphed into TikTok bros with dreads and $300 Nikes, all tracing back to that rap root. Destiny's laughing at the loop, and I'm over here like, this is some Matrix-level borrowing and we're all plugged in. Let's pivot to Destiny's random tangent, like snowboarding with ice cream. He's clowning some guy with a swoop cut and a cone like, this ain't tough, and I'm dying because it's so out of left field. But it fits. White guys have been chasing this rugged yet stylish vibe that black men nailed. Rappers made it dope to be hard and flashy, Jay-Z counting stacks in a velvet suit, Future sipping lean in a fur coat. White America saw that and went, I'll take the flash, skip the edge, landing on some dude eating mint chip on a bunny slope. It's a knockoff of the original, and Destiny's roasting it like a hot dog at a barbecue. And the earring drama, oh, it's a nostalgia bomb. Destiny's right, back then it was a whole code. Left ear, safe, right ear, risky, both. You're either a rock star or a question mark. My dad's a Gen Xer and he'd flip if I even touched a stud. Men don't wear that, it's for poets and punks. Yet he'd blast Dr. Dre like it was scripture. The hypocrisy's loud. Black men could push the envelope and make it iconic, while white dudes were stuck in the is this okay? Fade. Destiny's giggling at how silly it was. And I'm right there, howling at the flashback. Let's talk sagging pants, because Destiny's stumped by it and I'm with him. What's the deal? It's a cultural hand-me-down that white kids grabbed without the instructions. Started in prisons, belts banned, pants low, then hit the streets via hip-hop, and suddenly every white kid at the skate park is shuffling around with his Fruit of the Looms out. It's pure irony. A mark of rebellion turned into a mall rat trend by guys who have never seen a cell. Destiny's like, where'd this come from? And I'm shrugging, no clue, dude, but it's the strangest gift ever. Black men made it a statement, white dudes made it a starter pack. And the reverence, it's legit. Think of every white kid who's ever said fam or tried to spit bars to Travis Scott. Black men are the cultural lodestar, where they lead, the world follows. Sports, Steph Curry's a deity. Music, J. Cole's rewriting the rulebook. Fashion, Tyler, the creator's making golf shirts cool. White America watches, mimics, and bows because there's this quiet all like, they've got the juice and we're just sipping the runoff. Destiny's a white-presenting dude calling it out, half amused, half y'all are wild. And I'm loving it because it's so real it stings. Let's go big screen again, culture's a heist flick. Black men are the masterminds, planning the job, cracking the safe, pulling off the impossible. White dudes, they're the crew who saw the plan and thought, I'll just grab the gold and run, tripping over their own feet. Trend Chasers were the first botched attempt. Earrings highlights too much Axe body spray, trying to channel Snoop but landing on a Backstreet Boy. Destiny's The Lookout, muttering, "You're doing it wrong." And I'm the audience, popcorn in hand, cracking up at the fumble.